Today is a dark day for Ireland, but you wouldn't know that if you get your news from RTE. Last night, in the middle of the night, at 1 a.m, the Dáil voted on something. The Irish media will tell you it's just a technical bill, a bit of housekeeping. Nothing for you to worry about. The Arbitration Amendment Act is a law that is designed to sidestep our constitution. It is a betrayal. The rest is rhetoric. Fine Gael, especially Simon Harris, are selling this to the public as a simple trade update. They keep using this word, diversify Ireland. What this does is lays the groundwork for foreign corporations to be able to sue the Irish government in private investor courts if we do anything that gets in the way of their profits. So a Canadian mining company or a fossil fuel company can drag the Irish state into private tribunal outside of our courts and claim money from the taxpayer for getting in the way of their profits. This is a raw, brutal and corrupt transfer of Irish power and sovereignty away from our people and into the hands of corporations. Government press releases and the RTE are spinning this as good for trade, supporting Irish businesses, modernising arbitration. This is treason. Sorry, Simon, it is. You should feel really, really sick about this. Ireland fought for centuries to make our own laws. Our ancestors lived under an empire that treated this land as something to be extracted from. Last night, the government invited a new empire through a back door while you were sleeping. Not the British this time, not soldiers. Something quieter and far more cowardly. This is a special private court where foreign companies can hit Ireland with massive bills if we do anything that might protect our people, our land or our climate, and interrupt their profits. The government looked at a system that is already being used to punish countries across the global south and said, yeah, we love a bit of colonisation, sign us up. It is a betrayal. It tells you openly about the government's priorities. The constitution and the public come second to investors. Last night was a turning point in Irish sovereignty and we need to name it as such. The bill is called the Arbitration
Court, part of CETA. I am asking the TDs to stand with the people and with the Dáil ability to make laws for Ireland and vote against amending the Arbitration Act. We already have Irish and EU laws that protect companies and investors. And if these laws are good enough for the rest of us, including the Irish businesses, it should be good enough for Canada and corporations. Ratifying CETA will remove TD's ability to enact laws for the public good. It means that the laws to improve working conditions and pay, to regulate energy prices or to improve health and safety standards can be voted by Canada's corporation in a secret court whose decision can be challenged, who can't be challenged. We saw what happens when you take away from our local authorities the ability for implanting laws in our local authorities, and they gave it to the likes of this House. You took away the power within your own parties, in your local authorities, to make decisions for their own counties where they get elected. You now want to take the powers away from the TDs in this House to enact Irish law. And yet we see what happened with Mercosur. Ciara Maloney, Independent Ireland, went out there fighting to make sure that rural Ireland was protected here. And the same parties, Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, who told the farmers we're looking after you, made statements out there last week to say that they were in favour of it. And now it's after getting a 3-year extension on it, right, on litigation. But for God's sake, do you not realise the people in this country have their own voice? We have our own laws. And yes, you're supposed to be here as protectors for this country. That's where the problem lies. We give away our sovereignty to someone else to make decisions for us. And now you can see where it's getting us. That we now send out people to Europe, and they go out there and they're no more than what, if you watch that film years ago, Noddy, they like this look the whole time. Up and down, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. They're not representing this country. Our sovereignty to someone else to make decisions for us. And now you can see where it's getting us. That we now send out people to Europe, and they go out there and they're no more than what, if you watch that film years ago, Noddy, they like this look the whole time. Up and down, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. They're not representing this country. They're not representing rural Ireland. They're not representing the farmers in this country. Why do you think so many people have got out of agriculture? Why? Because Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael forced them out with regulations that weren't made here. They were made in Europe. We have the finest beef, the finest milk, grass-fed cows in the world. And what you do? Close us down. Well, in this case, I won't be voting for this to be amended, and I will be standing with the people of Ireland to make sure that this doesn't happen. And if you vote this in, on your head it will be.